Our AI assistant is finally here for all instructors to use, and we've been spending the last few weeks making it incredibly powerful. So let's take a look at some of the things that instructors have been doing to save, on average, 5 hours a week on their class prep and management. Let's start with something really simple. We've got a student here who has an accommodation, Joseph Jackson. So Joseph Jackson needs an extra 30 minutes on each quiz. We hit send, and within a few seconds, the system will have identified Joseph, set everything up in the quizzes, and it'll give us a quick confirmation that we'll approve, and now that is all set up and ready to go for Joseph. Next, one of our quizzes actually needs updating. So we've got a due date that's off, and we're going to change this right now. The quiz growth needs the due date setting for next Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So we're going to ask it to set that up, and in a moment we'll get that same approval confirmation. Here's the quiz in question that we need. And so we're just going to copy and confirm that, and then we are all set. Now, let's take a look at something that is a bit more powerful. So my students have just completed a quiz on time value of money, and I want to know how they did and if there are any knowledge gaps where they're struggling in particular. So I'm going to ask exactly that. And the tool is now going to look up the student results from that quiz, look up all of the course content that's been included, and it's going to run for me an analysis and identify exactly which concepts they need support with. And here are our results. So we can see that rates of return, present value and discounting, and future value are where the students were really struggling. And so this is really helpful information, but we can take this a step further. And what I'm going to ask for is a set of problems that I can work through in class. So here we are. Give me a set of multi-step practice or problems I can go through in class with my students that focus on these concepts. And what this is going to do is put together a set of problems that I can work through as a handout or even as a PowerPoint presentation slide or two, and I can just incorporate that directly into my teaching materials and give my students something really tailored to the areas that they need the most help with. And so there we have it, 3 of the really simple ways in which this tool is being used right now to save a great deal of time on class prep and management. There's a lot more that you can do, and so if you have access to this tool, take a look around, click through the different creating and analyzing options, and explore just what is possible with the use of blended AI.